Hi everyone, welcome to Bad Weather Barbecue. I'm Jonny and today we're doing bacon wrapped jalapeno bombs. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a channel where we talk all things barbecue. And today it's time for another recipe which I'm going to cook on the Mini Kamado BBQ from Aldi. So what we're going to be cooking up today are our bacon wrapped jalapeno bombs. I'm going to be serving them on a bed of black pudding mash and serving that with some lovely South Carolina mustard sauce. Before we dive in, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a couple of my subscribers. So huge thanks to Stephen Farrell and Martin Large, who took time out recently to contact me and just give me some really good constructive feedback on some of my videos. The feedback's great as it really helps me understand what's working and in this case, perhaps what's not working or what I could do differently next time. So guys, if you're watching, I've taken your comments on board. So please have a look at the video today and let me know what you think. Okay, so with that said, let's get back to our bombs. Now, these are so simple. The actual bombs themselves, there's only 4 ingredients within them. You could add more yourself. It really depends on you. You can use this recipe and amend and adjust it to your heart's content. As ever, stick around to the end of the video where I'll give you my 3 top tips for making this cook a success. Right, so let's have a little look at what our ingredients are going to be. And as I've already said, there's only 4 of them, so these are super simple. So what we're going to be making is 2 bombs. So I've got 300 grams of mince, and that's 20% fat mince. I've got 10 rashers of streaky smoked bacon. I've got about 20 grams of cut up pickled jalapenos here, and I've got some barbecue seasoning. So today I'm going to be using some Holy Voodoo. The reason I'm using Holy Voodoo is just to give it that little bit more kick. Now, if you are doing these and you don't like too much heat, then obviously tail back accordingly. I make a lot of dishes where I have to tone them down for the kids. Therefore, this is an opportunity for me to make something for my wife and I, which has actually got a little bit of kick in it. First thing we're going to do is get our mince seasoned, and that's super simple. We just take our mince, pop it in a bowl, and then what we're going to do is just take as much or as little of the Holy Voodoo or whatever seasoning you're using as you like. And then just a case of putting it through. So next we're going to be adding our jalapenos in. So simply go in and then just repeat the process. Right, so what I've done is I've divided the mince now and I've actually started to wrap one up. So I've done the first one, as you can see here. And all you do is super simple. Just get your mince into a nice bowl and then start to wrap your bacon around it. Like so. And it's just a case of repeating this until you've used up all the bacon. Right, so as you'll see here, that's our bacon wrapped jalapeno bombs done. Now, you can use toothpicks if you wanted to kind of hold things in place, but actually, these are looking pretty good, so I'm probably not going to bother. What I will do now is get these back in the fridge. As you know, when you think about the burgers that I've done on this channel, I don't use binders. I don't use eggs, I don't use breadcrumbs. I just use the temperature of the fridge to cool it back down, and that keeps it solid. So when it goes straight onto the barbecue, it just starts to cook and it doesn't fall apart. So let's head outside now and we'll have a look at the Mini Kamado from Aldi. Right, so we're outside now and I've got my bombs ready. As you can see, they're here. And what I've actually got is, I've got a few asparagus tips, which I've just wrapped in bacon as well. I just think this will really go well with the flavor of the dish. The actual Kamado itself, that's up to about 200 degrees at the moment. And as you can see, I have actually put the deflector plate in. I think that's vital in terms of this cook. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop these in, and then what I'll do is I'm going to leave them probably about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, and then I'll pop the asparagus in as well, something like that, and see how we get on. In terms of internal cooking temperature, what we're looking for is 75 degrees here. So I will have my trusty Thermopro pen at the ready to check these as we go. So as ever, it's not necessarily time that we're looking for, it's temperature. So it's about 10 minutes in now, and we're gonna have a little look and see. And these are coming on just fine. What I think I will do is I am gonna turn them just to stop them from kind of sticking. Can you see there? We've got some nice color on the bottom parts. And I think I just wanna kind of replicate that on the top. I'll put the asparagus in, and that's just kind of coming up to temperature really nice. That won't take us long, but I think these are looking really, really good. So here we are, here's the finished article. We're at 75 degrees now, and these look absolutely fantastic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these inside now, and we're gonna plate up with our black pudding mash and our mustard barbecue sauce. What I'm doing is I'm just plating up now, and what I'm adding is just a quick quenelle of black pudding mash, as you can see. And then what we'll do is we'll add our bombs into it. There. Now what I have actually done as well is I have, I think as you saw earlier, I've got some lovely asparagus tips, bacon wrapped asparagus tips, which I'm just adding in. And what I'm going to do is add in our mustard barbecue sauce as well. So what I've done is I've actually thinned this down slightly, and just added a little bit of water and a little bit of cream to it, which has made it absolutely fantastic, and I'll just a little bit more pliable for the dish. So there we have bacon bombs with our black pudding mash, our asparagus tipped wrapped bacon, and some barbecue sauce. So as you can see, I'm about halfway through this, and I just wanted to say I absolutely love the flavor in this. So what's happened is the bomb's fantastic. The actual smoke through the cooking process has been phenomenal. There's a lovely heat in it in terms of the holy voodoo and the jalapenos, and that's complemented by the earthiness of the black pudding mash, as well as the asparagus. But the mustard barbecue sauce is phenomenal. This is absolutely 10 out of 10 from me. So there you have it. Bacon wrapped jalapeno barbecue bombs in all their glory. Earlier in the video, I said to stick around to the end where I'll give you my 3 top tips for making this cook a success. So here we go. Number 1, don't trust the thermometer gauge on the Mini Kamado. I found that it's really unreliable. In this situation, it managed to get well over 200 degrees at the start, and then when I opened it up for the first time, put the bombs in, it really came back down. What I did find is that the temperature gauge was telling me we were below 150 degrees, as you'll see on the screen at the moment, but actually that couldn't have been the case because the bombs were cooking that quickly that I had to kind of keep turning them. If you did want to understand the ambient temperature of the barbecue correctly, I would suggest looking for an external ambient probe, the likes of the iGrill 2, which I use, is great for doing that. Number 2, get yourself a thermometer for checking the temperature of your meat. This is key. The actual bombs are quite dense themselves, so it's key to make sure that they're cooked all the way through. Number 3, don't be afraid to experiment. Use my recipe as a bit of a baseline, but if you don't like heat, take out the jalapenos, take out the holy voodoo, and replace them with things that you do like. For example, you could add a small block of cheese into that, which will melt during the cooking process and just ooze out nicely when you cut into it. So I hope you liked that video. If you did, please leave me a like and leave me a comment in the section below. Have you done something like this before, or would you consider now doing these having watched this video? As ever, you guys look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.